Hello everyone, my name is Oishiki. At first I would like to say that please kindly subscribe my channel. So today I am going to read Mahabharata part 2. And yes, I would also like to inform that the ones who want to watch Mahabharata part 1, they can get the video link from the description box. Okay, so now let's begin with our story. Succession at Hastinapura. Unfortunately, King Vichitravirya died without leaving any heir. Satyavati felt that her sons had died because she had been unjust to Bhishma, denying him his right as the heir. So she asked him to become king and marry the two widowed queens. But Bhishma had taken an unbreakable vow. So he refused and reminded Satyavati of her other sons, Visaya. Visaya came when Satyavati summoned him. She explained the need for an heir and requested him to take the throne of Hastinapura. Visaya agreed to provide heirs for Hastinapura, but he did not wish to become king. Visaya was very ugly. So when Ambika saw him, she shut her eyes. Her son Dhritarashtra was therefore born blind. Ambalika turned pale out of fear when she saw Visaya. So her son Pandu was born very pale. Both, however, would become brave warriors due to the blessings of Visaya. Satyavati's anxiety. Satyavati was very worried that one heir would be born blind and the other pale. She had seen both her sons die when they were young. It was necessary that the successor to Shantanu should be a strong and capable warrior and leader. So she sent Ambalika once more to Visaya. But the frightened Ambalika, instead of going herself, sent her maid to him. The maid respected the sage and served him with humility and reverence. Visaya therefore blessed her with a wise and intelligent son, who he said would become an able minister of the kingdom of Hastinapura. He would be able to guide the king in all the matters of the state and worldly affairs. This was Vidura. The three boys grew up together in the palace and were taught all the arts required of prince. Vidura's birth in the house of Kurus was connected with his past life. Sage Mandavya. Long ago, a wise sage named Mandavya lived in a forest and meditated deeply. When he meditated, he was completely unaware of what was going on around him. One day, some robbers came to escape from the king's soldiers, and they reached the ashrama and also saw the sage meditating. This is a good place to hide the booty, thought the robbers. So they hid the stolen goods there and ran away. When the soldiers reached there, They saw the sage and asked him if he had seen the robbers. He continued to meditate in silence. The commander ordered the soldiers to search the ashrama. They found the stolen goods. Without wasting any time, they brought them to the commander and he jabbed a spear into the sage. The sage did not die, although he was impaled and did not know why he had been punished. Vidura, the news of Madhavya reached the king, who was frightened at the cruelty his soldiers had shown towards the wise and learned sage. He asked his forgiveness and took out the spear. The sage was not angry with the king. He went to ask Dharma, the Lord who gave justice to everyone, why he had made him suffer, and learned that it was because he had hurt animals and birds as a child. The sage said it was very unfair to punish people for what was done when they were innocent children. He cursed Dharma to be born as a human being so that he might understand. Dharma was therefore born as Vidura, the son of Ambalika's maid. Later, he was appointed as a counselor of the king by Bhishma when he was very young, because he was known and respected for being wise and virtuous. The prince. The prince were minors. Therefore, Bhishma looked after the kingdom at the regent, helping Satyavati in all the matters of the state. He also arranged for the education of the three boys. Dhritarashtra was physically the strongest. Pandu was the best archer, and Vidura was wise in all matters of the state and right conduct. As they three grew older, Bhishma was concerned about the marriage of the two heirs to the throne to suitable brides. He had received offers from King Subala of Gandhara for his daughter Gandhari, from King Kuntibhoja for his adopted daughter Kunti, and for Matri, the daughter of the king of Madra. He consulted Vidura, who was already renowned for his correct moral conduct and wisdom. When Vidura too agreed, Bhishma began the process of arranging to get Dhritarashtra and Pandu married. He began by visiting Gandhari. Gandhari, Dhritarashtra and Pandu were trained in the scriptures and in warfare. Dhritarashtra was immensely strong, but he could not be made the king because he was blind. He became bitter at this. He married was to be arranged, so his mother Satyavati sent Bhishma to Gandhara. The princess of Gandhara, Gandhari, had received a boon to have 100 sons. At first, her parents did not agree, but she was persuaded them. She tied her eyes with a scarf permanently so that she might be her husband's equal. She was, however, gifted with a very powerful inner vision. She tried to guide her sons, but failed. Shakuni was her brother. He came to Hastinapura to look after his sisters, but he was evil and became a bad influence on her sons. It was his evil action and influence combined with Duryodhana's jealousy and anger that led the destruction of the Kauravas. Okay, so our story ends here. In my next video, I am going to read part 3 of Mahabharata. If you liked my today's video, then please like and comment my video, and also subscribe my channel to listen to more such stories, and also to follow all my videos regularly. And don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thank you.